Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're going to do a really quick mobility snack for the knees. So we're going to need a weight of some sort. I'm going to use a kettlebell, but you can use a medicine ball, anything that you can really just kind of add a little bit of load in the end. So we're going to start out by just doing a little bit of knee cars. So I'm going to start with a seated knee car. Since we're going to be focused on the front tissue of the knee, we're going to bias this front tissue. So I'm going to want to do my knee cars in a position that's going to bias this front tissue as well. So I'm going to do seated knee cars. I'm going to have you start here in this position. You can grab onto the leg. If you have some constraints like the way in which your body is set up, having a hard time pulling your thigh close to your chest, you can always just keep it far away and lean back a bit. I'm going to keep it nice and snug to my chest, and I'm going to start by just rotating my tibia into internal rotation and external rotation. We're going to make sure that we do that while the knee is bent, because once the knee is straight, we don't have ability to rotate the knee or the tibia. So I'm going to do my rotational aspects at the bottom here when I'm in flexion. So I'm going to start internal rotation, and then I'm going to extend out, and then I'm going to bring the leg back in, externally rotate, extend out. Bring it back in, internally rotate, extend out, back in, externally rotate, extend out. We're going to do a few more reps here. Internal, extend out, external, extend out. Now, some people will have trouble finding rotation here without doing a bunch of ankle stuff. And what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you're targeting that hamstring tissue. What is required to make that knee rotate here is going to be your hamstring tissue. So external rotation, your hamstrings are pulling on the tibia this way. Internal rotation, your hamstrings on this side are pulling this way. So you can feel those tendons back there. And if you do that rotation there, you should be able to feel that undulation. Now, if you don't have the ability to sense that, or you don't have the ability to create that rotation, that's something you're going to want to work on initially to get started. So just focus on the rotational element before we go into the flexion and extension. I'm going to switch legs. We're going to start here with the knee bent again. We're going to look for that hamstring tissue. So you feel those hamstrings right here on both sides of the leg. And we're going to start with that rotation on this side. So rotating, external, internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation. And then I'm just going to hug in tight here. Start with my external rotation, extend out, internal rotation, extend out, external, extend out, internal, extend out, external. We'll do a few more reps. Extend out, internal, extend, external, extend, internal, and extend. So now that we've gotten our internal, external rotation, our cars going, we've gotten our knees lubricated just a little bit, I'm going to start out by bringing you into external rotation. So I'm going to have you take the hand, wrap it around the outside. Now you can use a strap too if you don't have the ability to reach. You can use a strap to pull there. I'm going to reach on the inside here, and I'm going to pull into external rotation. Now normally we would do pails and rails here, but for this sake of this mobility snack, what we're going to focus on is just activating the tissue. So I'm going to take you into as much external rotation as you can find, and then I'm going to have you try and rotate against your hand. So your hand is the block. I'm going to have you rotate into the hand, so you're using this inner hamstring tissue to try and work against that hand and find a maximal effort. Good, and then you're just going to reverse that and try and pull away from your hand a little bit further. So you're using the outer hamstring stuff to try and pull away from the hand as much as you can. So really activate that outer hamstring tissue. And you might need to palpate it a little bit. Use this hand, palpate it a little bit to find it. And we want to imagine getting light on this hand here. So pulling away from that hand. Good. And then I'm going to have you rotate back into the hand again. So you're trying to activate this inner thigh stuff, or inner hamstring. And then pull away again. Try to find that outer hamstring stuff. Good. All right, we're going to do a quick set of cars here on this side. So once again, find as much of that internal, external rotation you can find. Extend. Going to external rotation. So now you should have a little bit more because you have a little bit more activation. You know how to activate that end range or that closing angle, that end range of motion. You're able to get more tissue to activate there while doing that. And internally rotate, extend, external, extend.